That's why we have to awaken, so we're not left behind. Welcome to another Training Tuesday on Awakening America. And tonight, you're in for a really great treat. You're about to get handed in a blueprint, a game plan. You're going to be handed in the keys of unlocking the real goodies for Black Friday. And tonight, we're like, well, it's 3 weeks away from November, but it's also 4 weeks from Black Friday. That means it's the perfect timing because it's 7 weeks away from the biggest holiday in the year of forever, where companies just start going into black. What does it mean? What is the Black Friday? Well, usually during the year, a lot of people are on negative, which is red. And according to, economists and people like that, they notice that on this day, people go into the black mode where they start profiting. And guess what? I don't know who in here wants to go from average to savage and be able to really crush it this year, but if it's really into you, you're in for a big treat. We have nonetheless one of the best trainers, not because she's on our team and in our company, but she's really one of the best trainers I have met. One of the best human beings that actually breaks it down to bitty pieces where my 6-year-old grandson can understand it. So big shout out to all of you that are connecting here. I see a lot of smiles on here tonight. I see Albie Foreman over here in the Jersey. Over here, Jersey's getting chilly, but we're going at it. We're gonna bring that fire tonight. I see Matthew Gomez over there in Toronto. Also, Corinda. Yo, Toronto's crushing it tonight. Corinda Samra, and also the lady, the man, my sister over there, Mrs. Claudia Mahorkins, bringing it as it is. So tonight, make sure you have one of these clothes by. You're going to want to take notes. We're going to go a little fast, but you're going to get tonight a blueprint. You're going to get exactly what to do in the next weeks to take not just your business, your whole life to the next level. Listen, what's in stake? If you're already qualifying or if you're participating with the Fast Start, it's going to take advantage. If you're participating with the Fast Start, you're going to crush it. And the best way to start doing it now is now, like Optimus Prime says. Fine, I'll do it myself. Well, that's what we're going to show you how to do it tonight. For you to do it yourself, be able to take advantage. There's also a cruise in stake for June going to Capcom. I think it is Capcom or something like that. I don't know the name of it. It's a really good cruise. So tonight might just be what defines whether you crush it on Black Friday and continue crushing it throughout and change your whole life. But you're going to be handed in the keys. You decide what to do with it. Now, I can tell you, from my experience, I'm also a learner. I'm a student of the person that we're bringing on tonight. She brings a fire. She's not just a great teacher because she was an actual teacher, but she just breaks it down in a way where, like I said, my 6-year-old sometimes said, oh, I think I can do that when he hears what she's bringing. So please help me welcome all the way from the warmth of Florida, which we kind of need up here right now, Mrs. Cindy Salazar. What's up, Rockstar? How you doing tonight?
Good. Much better with all that energy you bring. Thank you so much, Omar. Like, I love that energy. It is contagious. So I hope everyone's, I see LD Foreman smiling. I see Matthew smiling. I see Kuwinder smiling. I see Claudia over there with her, como se, in Spanish, you say colgate, sonrisa colgate. That's it. Yeah, so I love Claudia's smile. She's so sweet. I love the energy y'all bring. And I love connecting to this group. I think, to me, I don't play favorites, but this is my favorite. I'm just kidding. But thank you so much for that introduction, Omar. Like, y'all are the best as well. Like, y'all, like, this group is full of fire. And this is why, because like a lot of us train in different places and we bring all that information and just pour it in here. All right. So we literally go to different places, get information, what's new, what's going on, how the industry is evolving. And we literally pour it all into this group. So this is going to be fun. I actually really enjoyed this training. This is something that I learned last year, right before Black Friday. In fact, it was the week of Black Friday. So it was kind of like short notice. I did implement at least half of this because, it was that same week. I think I got this training on a Tuesday and Black Friday was that Friday. So I tried to implement as much as possible. And I did see a boost in sales because, we do sales. Okay. So I think this is going to be something really good for those who even it doesn't matter what country you're in, because Black Friday in the US, like people can actually buy from like other countries. So this is going to be very, very interesting because I'm going to talk about automation. All right. And I'll tell you exactly what that means in a second. But whether you use social media, whether you do more belly to belly, it doesn't matter because these strategies work either way. Okay. So really, I'm going to talk a little bit about social media. We're like 50-50, social media and in person. You can apply this anywhere. And in fact, we should already be doing this. So I hope you guys are taking notes. Here are my notes. Here are my notes. Okay. Now, this training came directly from a very, very, very special person who I'm hoping to make proud. That's Jessie Lee Ward. She gave us this training like directly herself, and she passed away. I talk about her all the time because I never want people to ever forget her name, because she was the best network marketer of our time. Okay. She passed away, I want to say it's 2.5 weeks ago at 34. And Claudia, for sure. And all that knowledge, I feel like there was so much knowledge, more knowledge to give, but everything now, if it was worth gold, now it's worth double that, because, where are we going to get this now?
Cindy, I'm sorry to cut you. Just for those of you who don't know, Jamie Ward was on the biggest stages of network marketing in like the whole world. And she didn't just speak out for speaking. First off, she was a heck of a person. Like, she was like personality. Talk about personality. She had it. But not only that, she was in the trenches building. She didn't speak from a theory. She spoke to you from a point of experience of, this is where I am, this is what I'm doing, this is what's working. She is always going to live in our hearts. I attended a few of her trainings, very few, not as much as Cindy, and all the time I was like blown away. There was never a time where I wouldn't leave when I felt like a part of my brain grew. That's who was Jamie Lee Ward. Just to give a little idea.
Jessie Lee Ward. Thank you so much, Omar. That is true. Yes, Mati, I miss her so much too. And for all, this is just a tip I'm going to give you all. There's a lot of trainings of hers that are for free on her Instagram account. If you want that information, you can just message me. The reason I'm saying this is because you can never have, too many quality trainings. Quality, because anyone can give a training, but you want quality, right? And I think hers are some of the best. So let's get started. This is the Black Friday training. And the main aspect of this, if you're taking notes, is automation. Okay. So what does that mean? It's having things on automatic. How many of you answer the same question multiple times a day, multiple times a week, multiple times a month? It's the same exact question in the chat. Yes, thank you. Her podcast is at Unbossly. Exactly. Thank you so much for sharing that. How many of you get that? And what questions, just let me know, what questions do y'all get all the time? You can volunteer, you can raise your hand, you can write it in the chat. Just please tell me, what questions do you guys get?
Sorry, what kind of questions? Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah, what are the most frequently asked questions y'all get? About whenever you're talking about your business or your product. I mean, we're all in the same company here. Like, what questions do y'all get? I'll start. What is transfer factor?
What is it? What does it do? Can you tell me more?
Like, what is transfer factor? What is this business? How does transfer factor work? Which product should I take? How do I start? What pack should I buy? Are there options? How do I sign up? How do I buy? Do you have a link? Those are like the questions people are going to always be asking you. Okay. So when it comes to that, it can be eventually, if you've been here for a while, eventually it gets a little exhausting answering the same question multiple times a day, even. Okay. Because, well, for those of you who are active on social media, people will come and ask you the same question over and over and over and over. How much does it cost to get started? Excellent question. So you do not want to be caught up in that situation. And we've all been there because we've all been new, where somebody's asking you something and you're formulating a response on the spot, right? You're like taking time to like, oh my gosh, how do I answer her? What package do I offer her? Would be the best option for her? What do I do? It's like, have something ready already. And it's very easy. Sometimes when I tell people automation, add that into your business, they like freak out because they think, oh my gosh, I need to have like an AI system. I need to have all these things. You don't need any of that. Okay. Does it help? Yes. Eventually, when you get to a certain level, like, and you understand that stuff more. And I don't mean level network marketing. I mean, just level in your knowledge of AI. I mean, that can work to your benefit. But I'm talking about things you can simply do literally right now. When you get off this call, go do them. Okay. It'll set you up for success. Like you have no idea. All right. That's what I've been doing. It's, let me not have that energy draining moment. It's let me answer things better and in a more personable way. So where people think that you're talking to them directly when you already actually have something set up. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how do you set up an automatic system for you? Like, what do you do? And the best exercise you can do is you can take the rest of this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and write down all the things you do over and over and over and over again. What is it that you do every single day, again and again and again and again, right? Think, what types of posts do I put on social media? What kind of questions am I answering? I, Cindy, don't do onboarding in person anymore. Unless there are special cases, what is for life is a great question. Exactly. What is for life? If somebody asks you that and you're not prepared and you're just like, okay, well, for life is a company, it's in Utah. It's like 20 years old. And okay, you lose credibility. You need to have a good response ready to go. And the best response ready to go is when you said over and over and over again. And if somebody asks you that over the phone or social media, you already have something to send them. So think about those questions, think about things you do over again and see what things do I have to do? Like, do I have to do in person? Like what things do I have to do on the spot? And what kind of things can I already have set up for them? Right? Like, what is transfer factor? I already have a screenshot of what is transfer factor and have a brief explanation of it. And when somebody asks me that, I send it. That is amazing. My husband is trying to distract me with freshly baked bread. This is rude. Sorry, but
we just made this out of a new machine from scratch.
I can smell it.
Delicious.
This is a live streaming presentation.
Sorry, bread or a fern?
Did you guys just come off a transform?
Yes.
I can literally smell it over like, ah.
That was rude. That was very rude of him. Anyway, well, I got y'all's attention now.
And some of that bread. Don't worry, make it real.
I have a great product for that. So I'm going to send you information on a product we called Shape Right. Anyway, so what kind of things do you do over and over again? Make a list of them and think, what kind of things can I already have set up? Okay, so let's say that, okay. A lot of you get stuck in the follow-up. Why? Because honestly, a follow-up is answering questions. What do we do most of the time? Answer questions. I spend about 80% of my time, especially when I'm prospecting, answering questions. So do yourself a favor. This is something very simple you can do. Okay. What you do is for a commonly asked question, I'm going to need that. My husband keeps interrupting me. Give me your phone. Okay. This is very rude of him. This is like the worst time. Just kidding, baby. I love you. Okay. Literally grab your phone. Sorry. You grab your phone and you record a message. You don't need to dress up. Please don't waste time doing like the fanciest hairstyle. Look decent, don't look completely thrown, but grab your phone and say, oh, hey, yeah, sure. Look, transfer factors are, and you give the explanation. You don't say any names. You don't say any genders, like for sure, dude, or any of that stuff. You just do it kind of like gender neutral. It's like, oh, so transfer factors are small molecules that educate your immune system. You do something where you're giving a good response that feels on the spot, that's not super rehearsed, okay? And seriously film yourself answering that question. That in your phone, put it under your favorites folder. Y'all have a favorites folder on your iPhone. If you're an Android user, You might have one. I don't know. I haven't used an Android since 2010. Okay. So literally put it on your favorites folder in your phone. And whenever somebody asks you that question, send that to them through WhatsApp or Telegram or as a text message, whatever form of communication you're using on social media, whatever it is, you can always send a video. If you don't want to come out in person, like on camera, then just make sure you have in your notes, and these are free things you have on your phone, okay? Go to the notes section. I wish I had my phone. Go to your notes section, and then you can show, like, have a little folder in there that says answers to transfer factor, right? And then just put like, what is transfer factor, blah, blah. Have those ready to go, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That's all you need to know. If you don't need a lot of money, you don't need money for this. You just need a phone. Okay. You can just make videos. Why do I emphasize videos? Why? Because remember, your relationship to your customers is golden. Okay. The biggest asset when it comes to any business is your relationship to your customers. So a way to appear more personable to your customers is by sending something that is spoken directly to them, that they can see your face. Yes, you can also save them as voice memos, okay? But when they see your face, it becomes more like, oh, look, she took the time to send me a video. Like, that's really cool, and it becomes more like, it goes more directly. There's like something that goes on in your head when you see a video of someone talking to you directly. It's very different reading a recipe, listening to a recipe, or watching the video of the recipe. Just have that in mind. And it's like, oh, that's so cool. I have a video now, and you're answering the question. And that's going to come really in handy during a Black Friday sale. Why? Because that's when you're really pushing the sales. Okay. You're doing hard sales. You're posting on social media. You're contacting your customers. If you have a database, and you have answers ready to go. So if you know that the Black Friday sale, now that this is going to be the sale, but imagine they already told you, hey, y'all, it's going to be buy an energy box and get another one for free. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do like short videos that you can send. You don't need a minute-long explanation, okay? Seriously, what is energy? 1. 2, make sure you have a story of how it has helped you. Y'all, I get brain fog at 2 p.m. I exercise in the morning. I drink water, but water doesn't have electrolytes. It doesn't have anything. And I want something natural. I take my energy because it helps me with my mental fog and with energy levels, and it doesn't make me crash. Okay. Everyone's story is different. What is your story with that product? If you don't have a story, or even if you have a story, what is a good testimony? Gather testimonies. This is a great time to be sharing testimonies. Okay. Share them in the chat. Ask someone like, yo, does anyone have a testimony with the energy product? Does anyone have a testimony with Mail Pro? I don't use Mail Pro, but if it's on sale, I'm going to sell it. Okay. All right. It is what it is. So I'm going to go and gather testimonies, and I'm going to type them up into short story. Okay. Or I'll make a little video about it, and I'm going to tell them something about the Mail Pro, because I have something ready, because people are going to ask, what is that? What does it do? Okay. I already have those questions answered. So whenever people ask me 20 times a day, what is that? What is that? What is that? I'm not constantly like, oh, well, it's blah, 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 blah. Oh, hey, Judith, it's blah, blah, blah. No, it's like copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's move. Why? Because Black Friday is a fast movement. People are shopping. People are ready to buy. People buy what they don't need. Okay. Now, this product, I feel they need. So I'm going to say that, like, this is something necessary. It's not a want, it's a necessity, right? So I'm going to tell them exactly why they need this product. Okay. Or why I need a mute button on people, right? Just kidding, baby. I love you. So all these things are super important. Black Friday is a fast-paced day, and people, like I said, are ready to buy. Don't think people don't buy. Okay. They do. So make sure you are also seen. So that's 1. Have things automated. Okay. Have your videos, have your voice memos, have your little notes in your notes section on your phone written down. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you have it ready to go. There used to be an app that we used to use, but I don't really like it anymore. It was called Boards, and it was made especially for people in sales. Okay. Just open the notes tab on your phone. It is free. Okay. Give me a second. What do you need? Did you already register?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Here, I can't do this. Okay. Sorry. Busy night here. I'm not even at my house. All right.
It's awesome.
Good.
But later I'm gonna touch on another way to keep also them tracks and on your phone. But continue, because this is really awesome. I love this thing because it aligns. And mind you guys, we didn't even plan nothing, but what I have for you guys later aligns perfectly with this. And it's not like we knew we were coming, but this is when you know that you're joining places and you're getting information at places that are actually adding, and we're up to this like ahead of the curve. Anyways, go ahead. Keep crushing it.
All right. So thank you so much, Omar. So this is not just for sales. I need you. I need you to succeed. Okay. You're not under me. You're not in my line. I need you to succeed because I need you to be happy because it just makes me happy. Okay. I want you guys to succeed. So this is not just for sales. I need you guys to do this for your onboarding. Do you guys know what onboarding is? In case you don't know, onboarding is when you have a new person and you're teaching them the basics. Like, hey, this is how you log into your page. This is what your 100 points is for. This is what the app is used. This is what a loyalty program is. You know what I did? I literally made videos. I made them in English. My husband made them in Spanish. We have like 10 videos and it's a total of 30 minutes. And we use them as guides in a private Facebook page. Okay, or you can get a link tree and put and organize those videos. There's a lot of YouTube videos teaching you how to use a link tree, teaching you how to use a milkshake. Okay, basically those are free pages where you can post like a list of links and they organize it into one big link and you can send that to people and people will pick the topic they want to learn about. Okay, we can do something on that later, but your onboarding, just create the videos. Create the videos. Some of my videos are a minute long. Some of them are 2 to 3 minutes long. Okay. They don't take a long time. Have them ready. Don't spend too much. I will not spend any more time one-on-one telling a person what your 100 points is for, how to use a 4Live app, what a loyalty program is. You know how you guys, I don't know if this happened to you. So when I first joined, I remember we would, give the presentation, sign them in. Then we have another meeting talking about, okay, so here's everything you need to know. Here's how you open your page. Here's the loyalty program here. And then that was another extra 2 hours of my time. And then we would do like something called the empresarial, at least for what we were taught. It's like, what is your vision? What is your dreams? And sometimes they wanted to do it all together and it was like 4 hours long. Never again. I know that drains me. I'm a person who, I'm a selectively social creature. So I can be in public around people for a couple hours, then I have to stop. I have to like go lock myself in the restroom or something. I exhaust myself. Dead by the second meeting. Yes. I think there's a book called Death by Meetings. I don't know, but I'm so done. There are certain things that people can learn through videos. There are certain things. If they have questions after that, like, at the end of my videos, I'll say, if you have a particular question that was not answered in this video, please text me or give me a call. And if I see it's a question that is very personal or something very, like different that might not have been in the video, I'll take the time to answer that. Of course, it takes me like 5 seconds. Hey, can I change my credit card? Yeah, you can do that. Okay, because these are very basic, small things. Now, this works for about 90-something% of people. There's a short, it's not short, a small amount of people who might need more help. I will dedicate time to help them. Okay. But I can already differentiate between the people who are lazy and the people who actually need it. You know how? Because people who actually need it on the same day or by the second day, they will have done everything. It's like, hey, I went through this. I tried it like 5 times. They show me that they did it and they tried. They did. I do something at the end of some videos. I'll say, please do this exercise, or, hey, contact me after this video. And if they contact me, I know they watched it. Okay. And there are people who are like, I just don't get it. Like 5 days later. So the loyalty, I'm like, that question is answered there. And you did this like way later. You can already filter people as well. Okay. So it's great for identifying people who are ready to run with you. And it's also great to answer the most basic questions. Okay. You don't have to get too fancy. just make a series of videos sitting down at your house and answer basic questions. Okay. Now, For Life actually has some really good videos already set up on YouTube. What you can do if you don't want to film yourself is get the links to those videos and have them in the folders tab on your phone, like in the notes section. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's like a little notes section, looks like a little notepad, and just put all the links together. Okay. And tell a person, hey, like you're new. Here are 5 links of the most important things of basic information you need to know about the company. Here you go. Watch these. And as soon as you are done watching them, make sure you've written all your questions. Give me a call. Okay. And then you answer questions. Yes, Mati.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. No, it's funny or interesting that you said that, because I have a cousin in Venezuela. She knows about my products for a long time. And today, I don't know why, I decided to send a video about Rio Vida, because my Rio Vida just arrived, the sticks.
Oh, nice.
And she said, I'm thinking in the business now. It's funny you said that. It works.
Yeah, it does. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, it works. There's something that happens when people visually see something that you just connect more. You just really do connect. It's a psychology thing. Omar, did you want to say something? I saw you moving. No, okay. All right. So that is part of automation. It's not wild. It's very basic. And really, if you don't want to come out on camera, I mean, just have things written down in your notes section that you can just copy paste, or, copy those For Life links. They have some really good ones. Just dive into their YouTube page and have them ready to go. They actually are very short and very informative. Okay. All right. Now, questions. Should I ask them after they watch the video? What question after they watch the video? Perfect. This is the one standard question I always go to. Ask them, what question can I answer for you? I don't ask, do you have any questions? Because that's more of like a yes or no. And I ask them, what question can I answer for you? And they're like, and then they tell me what, like, what is it? It's not like, yes. It's like, okay, what question can I answer for you? And then they will let you know, well, I had one question. It was about this or that, that I always ask them that because it'll get them thinking. There's a weird psychology to that question, which I cannot explain, but it works because every time I send anyone a video, and I always tell them, give me a thumbs up after you've seen the video, and they'll give me a little thumbs up. I'm like, awesome. What questions can I answer for you? Because I'm already setting up to have a conversation. Okay. Or what did you like best? What did you like best about, the Rio Vida video that I sent you? Okay. Yes. But my default personally is, what question can I answer for you? And when they run out of things to ask, I'm like, great. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, perfect. Now let's get started. Here are your options. Which one do you like best? Because eventually they will run out of questions. All right. And that's when you do the whole like closing and follow up and whatnot. Okay, next that I'm going to talk to you about. Now, this one is a little bit more advanced, but it's still very accessible. Okay. This one's one I'm actually going to start using a different app for, and I'm going to be more intentional with it because I'm going to be really honest. I used to forget to use it, but since there is a month technically before Black Friday, I'm going to start reconnecting now with my customers, leaders, people I know I haven't really connected too much with, to get them back, to get that ball rolling again. And one of the best ways to do this is by having a text message service. There are some, I have an app here called Textedly. Okay. Some of them are free. Some of them you have to pay. You would choose like which ones you want to use. And basically, if people agree to receive text messages from you, I don't know how many of you have signed up for text message services from different shops, but I'm signed up for, I don't know, a bunch of different people. And I always get their like sales, all the information, all that good stuff. So I'm always in the know. And sometimes I do it, one, because I like the place and I shop there and I want to know when they have deals. Two, because I want to learn from their marketing. I want to know what words they're using to make sales. What text messages do I get that convert into a sale? Which ones am I like, oh my God, this is great. Let me click on the link and let me check out this deal. What did they say? And why did I, you have to observe yourself. Like, why did I choose to follow them? Okay. There you go. Multitasking. So like, what is it that I liked from this company? All right. And you can do text message services. So people don't always answer you, but it does give you a report telling you how many, like what is the percentage of openers? So how many people actually open the text message? They don't need to text me back. I just need to make sure that I'm constantly reminding them that this is available. Now, I don't always do text messages on sales. I will give them like a nice quote of the day, you know, or like, hey, I hope you're just checking in, hoping you have a great day today. I'll see you soon, or we'll talk soon. You know, like you just keep in contact with them. Omar said Project Broadcast. Have you used that one? Actually, I have that written down too.
Yeah, I haven't used it. I'm gonna start using it because it's I've heard it on several trainings, and it's a really good tool to get also with connected with either customers or people that are joining your team, and it keeps that as a broadcast, so they can text you. They don't have your number, but you're texting through your phone, so it's pretty cool, pretty awesome. I'm gonna check it.
Haven't tried that one, but it's on my list. I actually underlined it because that's another one I want to try. So I think I'm going to experiment with different ones actually. And whenever you do that, you can also do like giveaways here. You can do so many things. I mean, when you're in private groups, guys, you can actually do a lot of stuff that you can't do in public Facebook groups. Okay. I'm going to be really honest with you. You can do like, if you're organized, you can do giveaways, or you can just connect with the community. Now, there's other forms of doing this. I'm not a big fan of WhatsApp. I use it all day, every day, but I'm not a big fan of it. Okay. I really am not. I think it's messy. I think it takes a lot of space from your phone, and then it breaks down all the time. To me, Telegram is better. Telegram, you can have large communities. You can actually upload files very easily. You can have chats where like no one writes, just you, and people can react to your message. So it's pretty cool. I like Telegram a lot. So one of my goals is to build up my Telegram channel, open a channel. Seriously, like go on YouTube. What is a Telegram channel? How can I open one? Again, like these are questions. How can I open one, and how to set it up, or how to help people join? Okay. So if you're one of those people that uses business cards, make sure you have all the links in there. Make sure you have your, like your handle for Instagram, for TikTok, for Telegram. Okay. If you have a link in bio, make sure that in your link, you have ways to contact you. People, and make sure you promote it on social media. Be like, hey, y'all, this is my Telegram channel. If you like what I'm talking about. Now on Instagram, there's like a broadcast channel and all that good stuff. There you go. There's a lot of great tools. There's tools everywhere that you can use to make your life easier and to connect with people. Before it was just phone call, phone call, phone call, phone call. Now you can connect via Telegram. I have private Facebook groups for our organization. Okay. I don't think you guys would be able to find them because I have them like, that's particular for my downline. You can do that for yourself as well. I have a Facebook group that's private for my distributors, for people who sign in for the business. I have another one for customers. And every single day we're uploading things. So good luck finding those. Just kidding. I actually need to send you like a special request for you to join it. It's a whole thing. Okay. I kind of keep that on the low key, but you guys can do that. All right. Make sure, oh, this is a good one. Okay. Now I'm moving on. This is 3. Something really good that I like to do is whenever I post on social media and people ask me questions, I have, whenever I feel like, dang, that was a really good response, I take a screenshot of my response and I save it on my favorites, in my favorites folder of my pictures. So every now and then I'll repost them to my stories, or I'll share that screenshot with people who ask me the same question. Okay. That is just a time saver. You can actually, if you're on, I use Instagram a lot. I'm trying to build up my TikTok because I have to go live and all that stuff. But Instagram, there's a highlights portion. And under the highlights portion, there's so many things you can do. But one of the best things is whenever you're answering questions or you're talking about a product, whatever, just make sure on your highlights part, you have FAQs, transfer factor, or like business FAQs, and save them there. I have a lot of stuff saved up. This is what I do. I archive all my things. So for example, I entered the Transform Challenge, right? Congratulations to all the winners, by the way. If you're a winner in here, congratulations. So I documented all that and I kept it in my highlights reel. Why? Because whenever somebody comes onto my Instagram, they're going to look at, they come here because they saw my reel. Then they're going to look at the highlights and they're going to see that I've been at this for a really long time. So I've built up my credibility. There's a lot of information in there for them to consume. People like to binge consume information. Okay. Like how many of you, like, I don't know how many people have told me about Netflix and like 10,000 series that I just have to watch. And some of these series have like 10 seasons. Somebody said Grey's Anatomy. I'm like, Grey's Anatomy is like 20 years old. I don't know how old it is. There's like 20 episodes per season, but like, you need to binge that. And then you do. It's kind of crazy. So people can binge watch all your information. Okay. They can binge watch all their stuff, but I have it documented in highlights. Seriously, go to my Instagram, just look at all my stuff. I document everyday life and then things I want people to know about. All right. So use those tools. They're all free tools on your social media. Okay. Last thing I'm going to tell you, which social media platform do you use in your Linktree? I use a lot of, my main platform is Instagram. If you're new to using social media as a business platform, I would say focus on one first and keep building the others. I'm building my TikTok because I was late on the TikTok game. I did not know how to use it and I'm still learning. I feel like I'm giving away my age with that. But you know who has really a lot of success with TikTok is Omar. Omar is the TikTok dude. You really do. I see all those people liking and commenting, all your followers and all that stuff. I'm like, that's really cool. All right. So I feel more at home on Instagram. I've been with it since it began, back in what, 2012, 2013. That's when it was like really like on the rise. So I kind of hopped on that train real fast and just ran with it. So I love Instagram. I know the ins and outs of that, but I will use Facebook. Like I will repurpose all my information. That's another one. Repurpose your social media. If I do a video for Instagram, I'm going to post that video on Facebook and I'm going to post that video on TikTok because I have completely different audiences. On TikTok, it's a bunch of people I don't know. I literally don't know most of my followers. I don't know who they are, right? They're just random people. TikTok is really good at reaching your target audience, right? At reaching people that you really don't know, but they're attracted to your content. Instagram, it's a mix of people you've known for years, which is me, and whoever you're attracting via your reels. Facebook for me is just a bunch of old familiar faces. Okay, people who have known me, who have followed me, and always keep up with my life. These are people, this is where I have all those like friends from back home, all the people I went to college, with, and I'll see them interacting with my content. And it's a way of like, rebuilding that relationship. We're kind of like checking in, saying hi. And for me, Facebook is like every now and then I'll get something. I haven't explored too much of the business side of Facebook. I just use it more as an organizational tool for onboarding. That's what I use it for. I think Facebook is great for putting people into a community where you need to give out instructions, so you want to share private videos. I even set up guides in my group, so that's where I have my onboarding videos. If you don't know what guides are, YouTube is your best friend. So just how do I build a private Facebook group with guides? Okay. It'll make your life so much easier. That I do love. And I'm in various communities on Facebook that are, okay, so I've started being more intentional about networking with people. So like I was talking to Omar and Claudia before the meeting started, that I go to a public, my community gym, and I'm meeting people and I'm joining like different challenges, different fitness groups online. I just bought a program. It was very inexpensive. And they're like, okay, guys, our community, we'll post pictures on Facebook. So I'm constantly writing in those communities, but the best way to interact with communities is Facebook. So that's what I use Facebook for. Instagram is to get new followers and have a different mix of people. TikTok is for all the strangers that I want to be friends with eventually, So that's how I kind of divide it. But repurpose, if I use one thing for Instagram, and if you follow me on Facebook and TikTok, you'll probably see the same content. All right. Eventually I will vary it, but I'm not at that point yet. I'm not at the point of making different content for each platform. I'm just going to repurpose it. Okay. So sometimes I will do whatever reel I do on Instagram, I'll download it and post it on everything else and recycle that caption. I will do that. I have no shame. I mean, there are 3 different audiences, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, My favorite question. What questions can I answer for you about tonight? Like, seriously, what questions can I answer for you? Because for Black Friday, when it's specifically about Black Friday, it's a fast-paced day. So make sure you slept well the night before. Make sure you researched your product. Make sure you researched like what questions you get asked the most. Do something, have it written down, do a voice memo, do a video, have it ready to go. Because people on that day are like fueled by adrenaline. They just they have FOMO, they have fear of missing out. You know, if there's a sale, like today was Prime Day in the United States, today and tomorrow on Amazon, and like the FOMO hits hard. It's like, oh my God, but it's like $5 off. I need to get that because then if not, I'm going to have to pay $5 more and I still want it anyway. I waited forever. Let me get it now. You know, there are people who have been watching you, who you have been talking to, who are just kind of waiting on a sale to happen. Okay. Do you have a list of those people? All right. Send them all the same video. Whenever you talk to them, okay, even if you make a video that's generic for everyone, make it seem like it's for that person in particular. All right. Especially, you can actually wake up that morning with whatever shirt you're wearing, like that you're going to wear for the day, film the videos and have them ready to go. Or just if you're going to reach out to all your clients that morning, you know, like if this is a shirt I'm wearing in the morning, when I go on social media, this is strategy, I will show up with the same clothes. So whenever I send them that video, you can be like, oh my gosh, she just filmed it. That's so cool. I just saw her in her story. Like she's wearing the same clothes. You know, that's kind of like a little strategy that you can use on Black Friday in particular. But it works because it feels like it's like on the spot, like she took the time to make a video. Like I do care and I will make some videos on the spot, but for, you know, what's it called? Like efficacy and just for like time consuming purposes, I'm going to repurpose all those videos all day. All right. So that's like the day I allow myself to like really go out with automation. Okay. So anyway, what questions can I answer for y'all? Is there anything in particular you guys want to know about? Everyone's good. How many of you are scared to do this?
I think a few of them, but I want to get into something real quick before we close the night, because this is, oh my God, I hope you guys are taking notes. This is gold. If you really look at what's going to happen, it's going to make your life easier. If you do all the preps. So I want to share with you guys also something that aligns with this. Like I said before, we didn't even plan this. I know, kind of had an idea what she was going to bring, but I want to just share this with you guys because I'm pretty sure you want to simplify it even more. So a lot of you are probably against the fence. How do I even begin to create content on social media? Where do I go with this? Cindy put it in such a way that, trust me, if you have never gotten to sit down to answer messages, whether it's Black Friday or now, or regular during the week, listen, it could be very, very overwhelming. And if you don't have these shortcuts, God bless you, puppy. My son's going to work, sorry. If you don't have these shortcuts, which I want to share with you also, Cindy spoke about boards, but there's also called text shortcuts. I'm not going to get into this. We did a training about this. We can share the training later, or just Google, how do I create text shortcuts on iPhone or Android, whatever phone you have, you know, Google Plus, whatever. So, but I do want to share some social media hacks to prime your content creation, to make it easier and align this, trust me, align with what Cindy was teaching tonight. If you get this, you're going to look back and say, wow. Yeah, we're not only going to give you the golden keys, you're going to save time. And that no one can buy. So one of the things that she mentioned is recording a video that answers similar FAQs per se, right? I have that in my notes as well. Also priming, take a day. Like one of the things I have here is, well, first off, pick your platform, wherever you feel more comfortable. However you feel, like she said, I'm doing the same. I post on all three. Why? Because you get different audience and you don't know which one's going to take off. 1 second, I dropped my other phone. You don't really know which one's going to take off. So one of the things that happened to me is I'll have some certain videos take off on Google. I mean, on Instagram, some of them will take off on TikTok. And I just want to share something real quick while I share this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Where's the screen? All right. real quick. This is real quick. These are the tips I'm share with you tonight. So this is right here. This is TikTok. If you see, you notice some of them have, certain amount, decent views. Now look at the one that says wait, New York City camps, right? Right here. It has only 3,954. Now here's the interesting part. That same video on Facebook has 457K. See, I wasn't planning to have that happen on Facebook because I'm really more target on TikTok right now because I want to, and I'm going to show you a little hack that I found out. Now, that same video on Instagram got 173 views. That same video. It goes to show you the platforms, they have different audience. They change, obviously, a lot. But here's the thing. Here's what I want you to really take tonight. And you can either read them, take a screenshot. I'm going to read them as we go. Pick your platform and find or create a problem that the product solves. What is the product? Whichever one you like. Immunity, skincare, whatever. Aqua, if you want the Transfer Factor Plus, collagen, whatever. You created that. I'm going to give you an example here. You can take it as well. So let's say you want to talk about stress. Talk about the symptoms of stress. But what do I post? Maybe right now you're kind of like, I don't know what to create, what to talk about. Haven't found really what to really passionate me about. Let's say stress. What are the symptoms of stress? Dry skin, poor sleep, sleeping problems, overweight, aging prematurely. These are symptoms that the problems that the problem solve, but that your product actually also solve. Number two, plan your posts. Like I like to post at 3 p.m., sometimes at 5, every single day, even if it's Saturday or Sunday. All right. And this one that aligns perfectly with what Cindy said, and I do it, and I can show you my videos, but it'll be a long way. Also, take out a day on the weekend to create like a photo session. Like you're going to create an album that's going to be just these pictures. These are going to be the thumbnails, your cover pitch, whatever. Dress, have a different outfit, and take different poses, pointing at something, or pointing up or to the side, or like wow, or oh my god. All this stuff, you're gonna have them in there. People think I'm like, yo, you got the time to take pictures? No, listen, I'll take pictures at work, and I'm not even all that well dressed. If I'm in the mood, I'll take some pictures at work, and I'll save them in there. That's number 3. Number 4, create a theme for every day of your week. And this one is big because once you start creating that theme, you're going to start content creation is going to flow naturally. So you go, let's say, these are examples. Motivation Monday, you start something that's motivational. You can share quotes, inspiring, whatever. Sweaty Tuesday, you do a little workout or pumping, whatever you want to do. Wealth Wednesday, something about building business, something about money. Thirsty Thursday, these are like cliche, like they're really out there. A lot of people use these, but you can also use them. Nobody has ever said anything about, oh my God, I've seen like 3,500 different marketers using the same themes. One, no one needs to know because these are for you so you can create content. And 2, no one really pays attention to that. Number 5, brainstorm results, whether it's product results or business results. Like Cindy was saying, she'll have those videos answering on energy. What is energy? What does it do? And if you have, once in a while we get BOGOs from energies. So record yourself a video. Trust me, the power of your voice and the connection you're going to have with the video with that person, it's beyond. But anyways, number 6, so whether you go on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, you want to do reels, be sure to, as for now, for the next 30 days, post 1 to 3 times per day. I'm doing once, and it's working out pretty good. Now, speak to the person you were 2 steps back, 2 days ago, 2 months ago. That person is the one looking for the information that you have. And that is your niche. That's your micro niching. Now, there's something right now that just came out recently in one of the TikTok content creators summit. They did a live, and I kind of peeked in there. I don't know if you guys were in there. If you got anybody on here was there, you might have saw it. But they talked about UGC. You can look this up. You can Google it. There's something called user-generated content. Now, big companies and big social media platforms are not looking for these big influencers and big people. They're looking for people who actually use the products and share what their experience is. So micro influencers like us, it's what's they call in their terms UGC, user generated content. So if you're doing a video drinking an energy or just talking about, like I did a video that I am not even talking about the boost. I'm just drinking it, but I'm talking about the doctor who discovered the transfer factor molecule, right? And at the end, I'm like just sipping on it. I cannot tell you how many people actually reached out and how many people commented on that video. Because I said, if you want to know more, just comment PDR. You already know where I'm going with this. Like I got the jab, jab hook right there ready for them, and they don't even know it. But that's how you start getting attention. So my goal for me is for you start getting attention from now, and you get into that inbox. You start making those conversations, because guess what? Newsflash, summer's over, school's back, the kids are in school, it's getting cold. People are looking for your opportunity and people are looking for our products, whether you like it or not. But you have to create that attention, that buzz to get their attention, bring them to you so they can have their credit card ready. Hey, I want to get that thing got. All right. So number 7, so we can close tonight, is ILT. So if Rosanna is on here tonight, she's been on some of the inner circle trainings with me, with Ray Higdon. ILT is something I learned from Ray, is invest, learn, and teach. That's what it stands for. You're on here tonight, investing your time, learning something from Cindy, who's an incredible teacher. Like, you cannot go wrong, and you can go teach some of that to some other people. Now, speak from your scars. This I learned it from Shalene Johnson. Speak from your scars, not your wounds. Now, it doesn't mean you overcame it and you just floating in a cloud. Maybe you're overcoming it, but you can speak to that person. Well, you know what? I used to have bad sleep, or I used to be a little overweight. I didn't have much energy, whatever. But you found a solution and you're going to give it to them. So make sure you use the shortcuts. Go Google it. What is text shortcuts? And that's going to help you greatly to connect with the people that you want. So I just wanted to bring that. I hope you find value in that. And if you did, just take some notes. And if you did, let us know if you did. But if overall, I hope you took some notes with Cindy, because Cindy primed it up. Cindy really laid it down in a way where it's like, it can't get simpler than that. You got to take the action. Regardless of how simple it is, you got to take the action. So, Cindy, thank you so much for taking out of your time to be here. I know the Hubs is over there teasing you with some bread, and you took out of your time to be here. You just came off Send Legacy to hop on here. That for me, especially, that's priceless, because you're doing a lot, way more than expected. So thank you for that. Thank you for your time, for your knowledge, your wisdom. In 2 weeks, I'll be able to pick your brains in person. So I'm excited for that.